Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bangman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you.
What's the deal with looks don't matter? It's like the truth with the ground. Okay, so, I mean, like, it's a little unfair of me to be talking about this kind of thing because obviously I am just a fucking gorgeous hunk. But for some people who aren't as gorgeously hunkly as myself, hunkadacious, as they say now. They do say that. I've heard it. It's one of those things where I always think that that's bullshit, because, like, you know, it's like, when people are like, yeah, looks don't matter, that's not honest. That's wishful thinking. That's something you probably want to be true, but in most cases is not true. And the thing is, looks might not be the most important thing, no. And generally speaking, that's usually true, right? Because it doesn't matter if someone looks like super fucking hot. If the personality is all wrong, you know, they're not gonna, you know, have any chemistry. It's just awful, and you hate everything else about them. This obviously, like, that kind of thing's not gonna work, right? So there's kind of levels of, like, acceptability here and there. And again, like, to say looks don't matter, I think is dishonest and kind of shitty to say, because it's like, well, let's put it this way: if someone is so unattractive, or even more so, if they're, like, repulsive to you, right? It doesn't matter, like, how much you're like really into them. Otherwise, that can still create problems if you can't get over that, right? Because with a partner, you'd want to feel like, you know, you'd want to feel desirable and like you know, like someone wants you. And so, like, if someone, like, thinks I'm like really gross and, like, is not interested in me in whatever, like, physically, for doing things, that's going to have effects emotionally because of that. It's going to have other effects psychologically, and that's maybe not going to be a right fit. So you really have to kind of mend these things together. And again, like, you know, you're never going to like 100% of someone's personality either anyways, right? There's going to always be little things where, like, I don't like to do this, I have this pet peeve about them or whatever, like this kind of shit, right? So if you say it's like it's all about personality, and there's anything about their personality you don't like, then it'd be like, well, that's a deal breaker. But it's not. And it's the same thing with looks, where it's like, you know, you're like, it's not that looks don't matter, but, like, you're willing to, you know, let looks not be, like, there are people who you like their looks, you prefer their looks over others, right? But it's not the thing that's selling you on. It's not like, you know, a make it or break it thing. And if they get to the point where it's like, I can't deal with that, that's, I will if this person tries to kiss me, I will vomit out of my eyeballs, then, like, that's a problem, and that's probably going to be a deal breaker and not work. So you got to kind of define those limits, and I guess I just want people to start being a little more honest about that, rather than defaulting to the really basic, oh, looks don't matter, because that's not true. When you say it that way, it's not true. What you mean is not what you're saying there, and that's confusing. So maybe work this phrase out of your lexicon, out of your vernacular, out of your words. I mean, that's something I understand, and I don't understand shit about words and phrases, so you know that shit is fucked up. So what's the deal with looks don't matter? It's like a lie. It's like a lie. It's like a lie.
What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal with Sam? What's the deal